Welcome to In Her Image, a podcast where we seek and celebrate our Mother God through scripture, scholarship, the arts, and everyday life. I am Jess Burdett, and I'm here with Jessica Woodbury.
Hello.
We don't often get to record together, so this is kind of fun. This will just be a short and sweet episode, kind of announcing what is happening for the summer and going forward. And we just wanted to keep our lovely listeners in the loop. So we are going to be taking a break for the summer, probably about 8 weeks. And then we will come back in the fall, sometime in August. And we hope it gives you a chance to catch up if you haven't listened to any of the episodes yet, or to go back and listen to your favorites. And we hope you continue to use these episodes to spark great conversations with friends and family and to feed your own soul. We hope you had a great Mother's Day and that your summer is restful and fun and whatever you're hoping it will be. So when we do come back at the end of summer, we will have a bit of a change. So Jessica, why don't you tell us what that will be?
All right. So I have loved helping on this podcast for the last little over a year, and it has just been so fulfilling. I have loved being able to have deep conversations with people about their experiences with the divine and about the way that we can experience divinity in our own lives as we open ourselves to our Mother God. And also, I have recently felt the need to shift some of my efforts. I am a young mother, and so I have very limited resources. As many of you know, I have a background in social work. And so recently it's been hard to see a lot of the populations that I receive training to help who are very vulnerable, becoming even more vulnerable and losing funding and access to resources. And a lot of organizations that help the vulnerable that I receive training to help are not going to be as able to provide the assistance that these people really, really need, different groups really need. And so I felt like I needed to do something about it. And like I needed to shift my efforts back to helping really the most vulnerable in our communities, especially at this time. And so I have been, looking and praying for direction on that. And within the last week and a half or so, I had 2 opportunities that have come that I am choosing to take on, and I'm really excited about them. One of them will be working with one of the women that I had on our podcast, Dr. Susan Madsen, and I can't remember, I think she probably mentioned her organization, A Bolder Way Forward, when she was on our podcast, but they are having some really high needs right now in specific areas having to do with domestic violence. So that organization works to help women in Utah in particular thrive, because Utah is really, unfortunately, not doing well when it comes to the health of women and girls in our communities. Their rates of domestic violence and abuse and all sorts and discrimination are much higher than the national average. And so she created A Bolder Way Forward to try to tackle some of the issues affecting the well-being of women and girls in Utah. And so I will be joining them and helping their domestic violence team. And they have some really particular projects going on, trying to build bridges with religious organizations, et cetera, and trying to make a difference for women in our state. So I will be working with them. And then there's another organization that I have had a relationship with for years and volunteered with in a number of different ways. And that organization is called HealX, and they focus their efforts on helping exploited women who are dealing with slavery, human trafficking, those sorts of things. They provide hands-on services for women in this situation and try to build bridges to help them also exit if and when they are ready. And so I will be taking on a higher role with them as well and helping on their board of directors. And so I'm really excited about these opportunities. I feel like I have been led in in finding these opportunities and being given these opportunities. And I am excited to push up my sleeves and get to work in a more hands-on way with people who are really suffering. And so I am grateful for this time with In Her Image podcast, but with my efforts being redirected quite a bit, I won't be helping on the podcast as much. There may be a few interviews here and there that I already had in the works, or, if they need an extra voice or reach out, I may help here and there. But for the most part, I will not be as involved here at In Her Image. So I did also want to just express gratitude to all those who have come on and interviewed with me, for those who reached out wanting to share their stories when I put out the call for those stories. I want to thank all of those who have listened, who have responded, who have shared how meaningful our interviews have been to them. And like I said, it's just been a really beautiful, wonderful gift in my life and chapter in my life. And so I wanted to thank you for allowing me to be a part of that.
Thank you so much. You've made such an impact here on the podcast, and I'm so grateful that you said yes when I asked you a couple years ago now to come and help out. You have given so much, and we really appreciate all the time and work and energy you've put into so many great episodes. And it's been such a privilege to hear your voice and to hear all the voices that you help to bring on to the podcast. So thank you so much, and we wish you all the best as you move forward. We know you're going to do amazing work with those two organizations, and they're really lucky to have you. I know you're going to inspire a lot of people, and you've inspired us. So thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you. I'm excited to hear what you continue to bring forward, the conversations you continue to have, you and Meg. And you are both so wonderful and so capable and have such unique voices and interests. And I'm sure it's just going to be amazing. And I'm so glad this resource is here.
Me too. Well, and for our listeners who might be sad that we're not going to be publishing this summer and who are maybe going to miss Jessica, because I know a lot of us will, we still will continue our Patreon community all summer long. We have a very active Marco Polo chat and Facebook Messenger chat, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to edit in a couple of testimonials from some ladies in the Marco Polo group, and we hope that you'll come and join us and keep the conversation going.
I think about these things all day long, every day, and it's really fun to have a place to express them. So thanks, ladies.
Because I think about these things too, and I am so grateful for this space where we can hash out some of the things that we're thinking about, and it's in such a sacred space and a respectful space.
That was Amanda and Amy from our Marco Polo chat, totally unprompted. I asked them afterwards for permission to share a little recording of what they had said. We invite you to join the Patreon. It's only $4 a month or $2 a month if you just want the Facebook chat. And plus, you're helping to support the podcast. And if you do join in, will you please reach out and send us a message either on Patreon or through our email, which is just inherimagepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know your phone number and your Facebook name exactly as it appears on Facebook so that we can get you added to those groups, because it's a little tricky reaching out to people through Patreon. So send us a message, please, so we can make sure you get added to the groups, and we look forward to seeing you over there if you decide to join. So have a wonderful summer. And again, thank you so much, Jessica. You will be truly missed here on the In Her Image team.
Thank you. I'll miss being as active here as well.
And thank you, listeners, for listening and for always being so supportive and amazing. We love our community, and we will talk to you again in August.
Have a wonderful summer. Feel free to reach out on Facebook or whatever if you ever want to communicate now that I'm not going to be here as much.
Yes. Why don't you share your handle and any information that you want to share so people know where to find you?
Well, I am not very active on Instagram anymore, and I'm not super active on Facebook, but I do check my messages on Facebook. And so it is Jessica Woodbury on Facebook. And if you do message me at with.eve.i.partake on Instagram, then I will likely see the messages there as well, even though I have not been posting or anything for probably a couple of years. So you can contact me that way, and I would still love to stay in connection with others that are on this journey as well. So thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy this podcast, we invite you to come on over to patreon.com/inherimagepodcast for more content and community. You will have opportunities to participate in Q&A sessions, quarterly book clubs, access to a Marco Polo or Facebook group chat with our hosts, and the insider scoop on events, meetups, and retreats. We're so excited to meet you.